Music back to back to back on iLive Radio.
Yo, what's happening, everyone? It's the Drops of Tabasco radio show with Paolo every Sunday, 9 to 11.
In the late night, only when it's late night, you call me for that late fight, you need me for the playtime. Ain't no control in the way it goes when we alone and the thing is slow. Hold on to my body when you moan. Show me your addiction. What is your addiction? We fucked up for the night. Do you wanna go for a ride? Hey, take it slow for the night. Do you wanna go for a ride? We fucked up for the night. Do you wanna go for a ride? Hey, take it slow for the night. Do you wanna go for a ride? In the late night, only in the late night, yeah. You call me for that late fight, you need me for that playtime, yeah.
Two bad, I got two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies, nigga. Two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies. I got two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies, nigga. Two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies.
Yeah, I got two bad bitches in the back, they rolling doobies. Got like two bad bitches in the back. My groupies with my niggas always be. We always dropping in my toes. I'm just living for the high and watch it bouncing down my nose.
Who that, Bree? Hey, Bree.
Probably smoke with my friends again. Cocaine came right through in the Benz. Might go before a nigga in this no budget when I go spin. Squatted in Jordans or Timbs. Mobbing with blunts and some hen. I do not give a fuck about your CD, but put my tape in. Roll with it, nigga, roll with that shit. Go out and get it, go and get that shit. Some people might want me to quit, but I just say get off my earth. Roll with it, nigga, roll with that shit. Go out and get it, go and get that shit. Some people might want me to quit, but I tell them get off my earth. Yeah, I got two bad bitches in the back, they rolling doobies. Got like 4 down to go, but them hoes just my groupies. Where my niggas always be, we always mobbing at my shows. I'm just living for the high and watch it balance out my lows.
I got two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies, nigga. Two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies. I got two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies, nigga. Two bad bitches in the back, rolling doobies. Two bad bitches in the back, they rolling doobies. Got like 2 down to go, but the road is my groupies. Where my niggas always be, we always dropping in my toes. I'm just living for the high and watch it balance out my lows.
Different set, okay. I gotta move, she playing chess, taking a trip, you do not understand. I gotta move, baby, you got another man, son, just running it, throwing it, stuck in it, same place, permanent, yeah. You addicted, I'm addicted, I admit it, listen. Think of going the distance, your mind's distant in the moment. For the moment, forever's a fairy tale for little grown-ups. Suited for drama, promise I can't have cold ya. Frigid colder than winter seasons in Minnesota. Speaking of, my young wolves is wigging on ya. Cardiac polar, heart is black, get 'em on ya. Had to split 'em like mad division of Moses. Mission to be a statue that's missing in a moment. Vengeance for my ancestors who was really stolen. Competition, the mission really is quench on the road to perdition. Slipping inside of the Trojan, slipping inside the walls of your city of home. She snort Coca-Colas when it's frozen, then it's soul in need of holding. Broken like my composure.
sick of taking pictures cause you miss me. I know you miss me. You running around drinking, look at fucking niggas cause you miss me. You just want attention. You can sleep with half the world, bet you still won't forget me. Oh God. You can fall in love, get married, have kids, I still be the realest nigga hit it. Straight up. I was getting some head early and then you crossed my mind. I'm as solid as they come, but you crossed the line. Yeah, you been start keeping it real, I can see the signs. When it came to having your back, I'm so real, probably would've gave my spine. I'd rather have loyalty than love, cause love really don't mean jack. See, love is just a feeling, you can love somebody, still stab them in their back. It don't take much to love, you can love somebody just by being attached. See, loyalty is an action, you can love and hate me and still have my back. I gave you my all. You was my dog. I would've went to war the world on your car. Thought you had my back. You let me fall. You heal my pain. Then you caused it. Now I got a ball without you. Now I got a ball. Now I got a ball without you. Now I got a ball. Now I got a ball without you. Now I got a ball. Now I got a ball. Now I got a ball without you. Now I got a ball.
I ain't in the mood. Finding my bag, I ain't in the mood. Finding my bag. Do anything for the cash, yes. Do anything for the cash. And I ain't in the mood. Finding my bag, I ain't in the mood. Finding my bag. Do anything for the cash, yes. Do anything for the cash. Give me space, let me breathe. Never gon' rest if you never gon' let me. I understand it's what you need, but it won't be my best if I ain't got nothing left. Baby, I can't lie, I got money on my mind. Baby, I can't lie, I got money on my mind. You love spending time, you ain't gotta spend the time. Long as we're in rhythm, you don't care about the run. When it's slow or flame, you want me to heat it up. Tyson in the rain, you want me to beat it up. How you like it, I know how you like it. Girl, I'm shining bright, yes, but only when I'm fired up. I ain't in the mood, finding my bag. I ain't in the mood, finding my bag. Do anything for the cash, yes. Do anything for the cash. And I ain't in the mood, finding my bag. I ain't in the mood, finding my bag. Do anything for the cash, yes. Do anything for the cash. I don't even know what I do, sleeping all day, keeping rolling. Big D, oh gangs, about to lose it. The body's on fire. Ooh, love me long till you get tired. Ooh, baby, you got what you's a real one, I'm inspired. Break me off and get you, yeah, when the lights is out. I'm summertime, I should put that game on pause and do it how I like it, baby, nice and slow. Break me off and get you, yeah, when the lights is out. I'm summertime, I should put that game on pause and do it how I like it, baby, nice and slow. My knees get weak when you touch me. Body, use it, sex game, stupid. That body's on fire. Ooh, love me long till you get tired. Ooh, baby, you got what you's a real one, I'm inspired. Break me off and get you, yeah, when the lights is out. I'm summertime, I should put that game on pause and do it how I like it, baby, nice and slow. Break me off and get you, yeah, when the lights is out. I'm summertime, I should put that game on pause and do it how I like it, baby, nice and slow. Indigo girl, still full of dreams. Yeah, you want the right thing.
Yo, if you just tuned in,
That isn't me.
listening to Drops of Tabasco Radio.
After everyone leaves,
It's your boy Paolo on the mic.
I want you to turn now.
Got a special guest for you tonight.
On IG,
Goes by the name of K.
and I
Thomas.
said, I know
get into a little interview later on.
Don't fuck around until you say to someone else without knowing.
If you're listening, make sure you tune in, make sure you're locked in for the whole duration of the show, because we're going to be chopping it up. We're going to be talking that talk. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Can I be mad when I introduce you to them? Yeah, you know, say I don't know if we should keep going. Don't fuck around until you say to someone else without knowing. 'Cause I know how to
relax. I'm just trying to be back, like the way you react. Think I'm gonna relapse, like whoa. I've been risk it all in Reno, spend it all in reload. He come with that, he don't.
Yo, this one's Amoon with Get Pounds. Rhythm.
Man down, yeah, you can get it on sight. Don't drown, you got my body all night. Go it down, you know I don't bite. Touchdown, yeah, you go within 3 strikes. Get pounds, you know that's the hobby. Fifth round, you know we hopping on flights. Sweat down tonight. Next town, 100 bottles on ice. Call me if you love me. Swear I thought I told you it's a hobby. Oh no, only hard shit. You should know this. I can tell you need me when my body is your focus. You know this, baby. You know you really, really drive me crazy. I got a 40 on the answer wavy. He keeps designer on my wrist, this ain't cheap. Rockstar life, we crash the party. I'm that wife that drives the lobby. Come moonlight, we no vibing nobody. Yeah, nobody, body, yeah.
No sleeper seats, that's a mattress. No sleeper seats, that's a mattress. You ain't stingy, split your tablets with me. You don't flinch when camera flashing. Not fake laid back, no, it's natural.
We franking on that ocean, baby.
You made for the life I lead.
We franking on that ocean.
Patient, I don't fake sick. That kind of coughing don't need lean. Rest in peace, got this lust for life. Horny for the game. First they kiss, then they bite soft. Then that bitch wanna play it off. Fucking, I'm pretty still in the pit of snakes with serpent shakes and brand new skills. I need a new face, I'm tired of these riddles, acting familiar. Take all the rock and turn it to pop. They think of the Elvis, and he ungrateful. They don't say thank you, they don't say grace. I eat for meals, I eat for millions. Fucking, I'm pretty still. Look at my deal, Richard Mill. Look at my ears, flooded with diamonds. Look at my skills, running through blocks like 49. That's 49 diamonds. Stuff from my bracelet, that costs a while, but it ain't new. I had a knot at John Eric in my locker. Pretty still, it ain't no pretty pill. It's either real or real easy on the eyes, green like a soccer field. Hot when they tried me like a popper's field. Hands shaking on the different level, sky rocket feel, rocket. Quit being violent with me, yeah. Why? Quit being violent with me. Quit being violent with me. You make me violent. Every night you were in my room. I guess I
I'm twisted cause my body's only used to you, but I don't need it. It's only up for me, my eyes are gonna tears. And yes, I love him, but it's stuck until I make it clear.
This one's Evoni with Up. Yeah.
It's only up from here, and my body feels the same. body's only used to you. It's only you for me. My eyes don't got no tears. Me and still living, but it's fuck until I make it clear. Yeah, then I fuck on. My heart is on its own. And I'ma keep moving on. But I'm a broken light. Yet I'll sacrifice all my window, my love, all my ties from above. Analyze it. Analyze it, wait upon it, love. I can only reconcile when the night falls. And nobody knows us, no matter what you saw. It's a good thing you did it, so we never fall.
This shit feel like I won't ever make it home. Traffic's backed up, I got to get off of this road. Foot on the gas, I swear to God, I'm in my zone. Foot on the gas, I can't stop, I got to pay tolls. Yeah, I'm in my zone. I got paid today, gas up in my tank. Trust me when I say nothing's in my way. Staying in my lane, fast car, race car games. This car in my name, dropped off of the rain. Running all red lights, turning left, go right. I know road gon' ride, I'm on go tonight. Go, 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 go. If I drive off the bridge, tell them that I live my life like a kid, captain of my ship. Wife, 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 wife. If I should lose control, my body and soul, I pray you will know which way to go. Go, 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 go. This shit feel like I won't ever make it home. Traffic's backed up, I got to get off of this road. Foot on the gas, I swear to God, I'm in my zone. Foot on the gas, I can't stop, I got to pay tolls. Yeah, I'm in my zone. Red light, green light, yellow light, green light, red light, green light, yellow light, green, red light, green light, red light, green light, red light, green light. Red light, stop, green light, go, yellow light, slow down, green light, oh no, green, yellow light, red light, red light.
For me, girl, know I belong to you, to you. There ain't nobody else in my world. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. Nobody, nobody, nobody. In life, I only see me and you and I.
with your girl. You know, you want to share my world. I got you where I want you, girl. Take you far away to a different world. Baby, you know I fell in love with you, girl. You know, you want to share my world. I got you where I want you, girl. Take you far away to a different world, baby. I fell in love with you, baby. You know you're the one make me crazy. I fell in love with you, baby. You know you're the one make me crazy. I fell in love with you, baby. You know you're the one make me crazy. I fell in love with you, baby. You know you're the one make me crazy.
Yeah. What's happening, everyone? How you doing? How you doing on this Sunday night? Yo, if you're locked in, I want to hear from you. Hit me up at Drops of Tabasco on Instagram. Let me know what you're doing right now. Let me know how you're feeling right now. I hope you're feeling the vibes right now. That's what I hope you're feeling. So yeah, man. So life's busy right now, yo. There's so much going on. Like, I'm just like, energy management is everything, I swear to God. Because it's so easy to burn out if you're staying busy. It's just so easy. Like, sleep and food become so much more important than they used to be. I have a newfound respect for sleep, especially, you know? So we started off with the chill hop, that trap soul. Gonna get into some more of that. Gonna get into some afro sounds as well. Gonna get into a little bit of afro house. A lot of people have been asking me when's the next aphrodisiac dropping. Soon is the answer. I work goddamn hard, girl. I work goddamn hard. This shit ain't easy, I gotta tell you. So yeah, but yeah, that one's coming soon. Got more Drops of Tabasco radio dropping. Like, we're leveling up the show. We're getting better, man. You have to go up, right? Can't be doing sideways, can't be doing backwards. Just gotta be going up. You gotta keep moving forward. Setbacks are a part of the thing. You gotta deal with those setbacks, deal with them better, deal with them more effectively, more efficiently. Then we move straight up. Alright, so this one's Leisure featuring Goldlink with Nobody. Gonna move into some Santi featuring Tay Iwa and Amari. Settle down.
But I'm gonna let that shit go. I ain't even got time to pretend. Yeah, I see again, now I breathe again. Too many nights I thought I wouldn't see again. Check on me now, but I'm gonna let that shit go.
Settle down. Should've never let you round me. Why you mad? Settle down. Swag surfing off the surface is cold, babe. Settle down. Settle down.
Okay, I say settle down now. Yes, I see again. I was not supposed to know that you could be my end. Oh, I was not supposed to know that you could be my end. Oh, you could be my end. Oh, you could be my. Okay, to settle down now. Yes, I see again. Ain't even got time to pretend. You was never really brought it outside. Yeah, check on me now, but I'm gonna let that shit go.
This song right here, Colombia, carries vibration like none other. This song carries frequency, yeah? Like when you get into this one, yeah? When you listen to this one, it takes you places. Okay? Yeah, let's go.
Eu vou pro baile da Colômbia, porque eu quero ousadia. Lá começa de noite e só termina de dia. Eu vou pro baile da Colômbia, porque eu quero ousadia. Lá começa de noite e só termina de dia.
That wasn't even the mic, that was the song.
Right, yeah, we're professional. Don't worry, we're professional here.
So, from one vibesy song to another one, yeah? This one's carrying vibration too, trust me. This is a different kind of vibration. This is straight from Africa. Like, you can feel the earth in this. Like, those drums, you gotta kick back and let them move you. Like, the drums can take control of you if you let them. Alright, this one's Nico Cabeza. Olmo. To hear Aphrodisiac Series 2 Afro House Mix. This one's gonna be on that bitch.
Let your darkness brighten up the sky at night. Makes them wonder how you did it when they tried to dim your light. Black child. Let your darkness brighten up the sky at night. Makes them wonder how you did it when they tried to dim your light. Black child. Let your darkness brighten. No. How you did it when they tried. No. Let your darkness brighten. No. How you did it when they tried.
This one's Black Coffee with Turn Me On. Black Coffee, he's playing London, he's playing the Drum Sheds coming up. Need to get a ticket for that one. I still haven't seen Black Coffee yet. Mad. Everyone's been telling me I need to make that happen this year. I need to go South Africa this year too. I need to touch Joburg, touch Cape Town. Alright. The last afrohouse. Got 15 minutes till the break. Then we're going to be talking to K Thomas. Going to be chopping it up on a range of topics. Stay tuned for that. Yo, that's a switch up right there. This one's Hot Sauce in My Bag, Beyonce edit. Did I say Beyonce edit? I meant to say this is the vandalized edit for Beyonce Formation, Hot Sauce in My Bag.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag. Hot sauce in my bag, swag.
Yeah.
Hot sauce in my bag, swag. Hot sauce in my bag, swag.
they got you comatose. Fuck with me, you're toast, you know. Niggas tripping, I get cynical. The drugs is in the groove, you know. I'm the shit, they got you comatose.
Yo, whatever you're doing right now, no matter what you're doing right now, I need you to move your shoulders when this one drops. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Be a nigga on my way. You caught up in the old phase. Got you in a trance. You might have missed your chance. You might have missed your chance. Yeah, yeah. You might have missed your chance. Pretty nigga. Going far away. Going far away. Pretty nigga. Going far away. Going far away. They try to play shackles on you. Girl, just be yourself. Might as well pay for it, cause you know they need some help. Get up with me on the foreign scene. I know you see this in a magazine. Brilliant nigga, let your eyes on me. Smoke come up like a prophecy. Brilliant nigga on my way. You caught up in the old phase. Got you in a trance. You might have missed your chance. You might have missed your chance. Yeah, yeah. You might have missed your chance. Brilliant nigga. Going far away. Going far away. Brilliant nigga. Going far away. Going far away. Newport, let me get a drag of your Newport. What he say? Brilliant nigga. Pull that trigger. Popping tags. Get my bag.
If you can't dance, girl, get up out my face. If you can't dance, girl, get up out my way. Yeah, yeah, can't dance, then get up out my way. You know how I feel about them girls that make it sway. Pause, hit that sin. Hit that move. Yeah. This the build up. This the build up. Yeah, this the build up. Yo, this the build up. This the build up. This the build up. This the build up. Get out my way. It's a high to high hold me. I'm about to bust a move. I'm about to bust a move. And I feel like touching you. Get out my way. It's a high to high hold me. I'm about to bust a move. I'm about to bust a move. And I feel like touching you. Everybody say, hey, hey, hey. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody say, hot, hot, oh. Say hot, 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 oh. Yeah, 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 yeah. Pause, catch that twerk. Yeah, yeah, catch that twerk. Cause I let them, girl, that shake it. Let I get them, girls all day. Yeah, let them trap, twerk, girls all the time. You gotta really move it right now, every time, switch it up. Alright, girl, you already know what's gonna happen, alright? You did this to yourself. Alright, any DC beat with Masego on it, it's gonna end with that one little jam. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, I'm gonna just pick up this saxophone, and DC gonna do what he do. Here we go. Catch that twerk.
Ẹgbà mi, ọmọ Nàìjíríà fẹ́ fìdí pa mi. Nígbà mi, nígbà ṣe style ìdí máa ní. Ìdí àràbà, ìdí òro, ìdí abájọ, ìdí arẹrẹ, ìdí gan lébè, ìdí mú. Déèdì ìjọta nídìí òfò. Ẹni sùn, má lọ tẹ̀dí gbàgbé ní ibù. Ò bébì, má ṣàgbórí dúró yọ̀dí fún. Wọ́n ti sẹ́tù ẹ̀, àbúrò ibẹ̀ ti sẹ́tù ẹ̀, Samulari ti sẹ́tù ẹ̀, Badosnet ti sẹ́tù ẹ̀. inside life. Nínú ayé 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 tí yàtọ̀ sáyé. Ọlọ́run má jẹ́ àríjà ayé. Nínú ayé tún jẹjọ́ ayé. Ṣẹ̀rọ̀jú ayé. Mo ráyé mo sáfá ayé. Fili la puta, baby girl you a puta. Imagine lálẹ́ àná, Vexy fi Benzo gbèrú kà lọ. Ṣó ti mú gbóyó ni, olóṣooṣe máa lóyún fún mi what can fa? Ṣó ti mú cocaine, abokọ̀ ní kàtà. Tágbó yẹn bá dọ̀, ìwọ play náírà má lè ọmọ skátàṣà. Àwa no manners, 0 bet 1,000 trousers. Ṣó mọ MD, ìyẹn mi kojú Malian dance. Sórí MBG, má sọ tán àwa Nobel gang. Kúrò hello. Amọ̀rawa, ó fẹ́ máa magnet. Amọ̀rawa, má lọ wá, ó wà nílẹ̀ o. Má lọ wá. Fili la puta, baby girl you a puta. Calaboca, baby girl you a puta. Fili la puta, baby girl you a puta. Calaboca, baby girl you a puta. Torí ń para tukun, torí ń para mi wá lọ́nà. Just because you know that I want to show work on. You want me to spend the money your daddy can spend on you. Don't be coming to tell me rubbish you pay on the family. If you catch a thief in the atom, I know when you say well more. Ọmọ tó sọ fún tó wà ń kì í ta láti kọ́kọ́. No, out water get in the coconut. Sọ fún wípé kò mọ bó mi ṣe ń dẹnu àdùn. Fili la puta, baby girl you a puta. Calaboca.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
You're listening to iLive Radio.
This is Lisa Banton, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
Hey, this is music producer Reggie Marks, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way that you listen to radio.
This is Miracle Thomas, and you're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio.
You're listening to iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio. iLive Radio.
Who you with? Yo, welcome back to the show. We're going to get into an interview with K. Thomas in a sec. Stay tuned. It's your boy Paolo. Let's go.
That my tribe, that my crew, that my clique, that my fan, that my sis, that my gang, that my bread. Fuck them all, that my tribe, yeah. That my tribe, yeah. That my tribe, yeah. That my tribe, yeah. Ay, feel like one of the crew, ain't got nothing to do, feel like super glue, feel like one of the crew, and I'm running with you, we got money to move. Put your pride in the trash bin, too much ego in the captions. Don't get swept up like a Tesla, you ain't really need the gassing. Hate to see my niggas clashing, hate the plot, love the casting. Tryna catch a nigga lacking, bet the tribe will outlast them. Every nigga got an accent, and a funky way of dancing. And we get it with our passion, and they still afraid of black skin. Niggas tryna split a fraction, small money for the trapping. Stadiums full of vibranium in the land of the black skin. And it's time that we cashin', feel the hunger like I'm fasting. Let's think of more action, I'm so motherfucking tapped in. Black Star line of captain, Babylonian assassin. Fake woke niggas napping, tuck them in like a napkin. That my type, that my crew, that my clique, that my fam, that my sis, that my gang, that my brick. Fuck them all, that my tribe, yeah. That my tribe, yeah. That my tribe. Yeah, that my job, yeah. Travel wide. That should be my battle cry. That should be my alibi now. Yeah, travel wide. I and by and by, that my child. They tryna conquer all the tribes. We laugh and multiply the pie. Let them try. Fuck them all, that my
Hey. Yeah.
Yo, what's happening, everyone? So, second half of the show, I want to introduce all of you to my guest, K Thomas. What are you saying, K?
Yeah.
I'm alright, bro. I'm gonna have to move this MacBook because I can't see you.
Hey. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a bit better still.
Yeah.
How you living, bro? How you doing? Yeah, man, I'm alright. Yo, we're back. It's the Drops of Tabasco show with Paolo in the house with K Thomas. What's happening, K? So I just gotta tell you what just happened. So I muted K's mic like a donut. It happens like first time we've got the guest on the show, and I mute the mic. What an idiot! We're just sat here having a conversation. I might as well have been talking to that red brick wall. I might as well. That's what everyone would have been thinking when they were listening. But we go again. We caught it 15 minutes. We have 45 more minutes. So we're winning two thirds. Like, still got 40 minutes left. So K, my guy, what's happening, bro? I'm feeling silly. I'm feeling very silly right now. Alright, bro, so we're gonna get into it. So tell me about the event you got coming up. You're the leader of the tribe, essentially. You have brought together a group of individuals. We're all very grateful that you brought us together because you're enabling us to work, you're enabling us to do our art, you're enabling us to perform. You know, it's a beautiful thing. Everyone's gassed about the sound, everyone's gassed about the event. So tell us more about the event, bro.
I'm gonna put all this blame on you and not myself. I'm gonna trade all this pain with you this time around.
Right, okay, we got you now, we got you. Imagine we just did that again.
I know. Don't worry about it.
Jay, I think you need to just stay with me. Just stay behind my shoulder, like, you know, like people working, like you don't like someone just crouched over your shoulder. I think I need that. I need that. Because I'm embarrassing right now. Yeah, take 3. It's now take 3. Apologies.
First time lucky.
Everyone listening, I'm very sorry. It's my first one. Like, you gotta allow me, innit? You just have to allow me. Yeah. Kay, how you doing, bro?
I'm good, bro.
We have you now. They can hear you now.
Everyone can hear me now, man. Everyone's been like hollering at us like, yo,
I know. It's like I was stitching you up, like I brought you in here and just stuck you on mic so I can talk.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
I'm good, man. How you feeling, bro?
I'm okay. I'm okay. Yeah, we'll get there.
Trust me, we move.
We move, bro. So what we were saying in the last 20 minutes, we were basically talking about the tribe events that Kay runs. We were talking about the vision that Kay had of starting it, bringing people together. The event's next Friday. Is that right?
Yeah, man. The event's next Friday 28th of February at the Ministry. So that's from 7 p.m. So you can find us on that. You can find the tickets on Dice, Tribe Live 001, or you can go on our Instagram page, tribe.wearetribe, and find a link on there, man, and get your ticket. But before we got into that, I just wanted to obviously go through the story again of how me and Paolo actually met.
Yeah.
Because that was key for you guys to hear, you know.
Yeah.
Like, kind of like Paolo mentioned earlier, man, like, we was both in dark places, and he was at a point where, you know, he was resetting, and I just wanted to I was itching to get something done, get a platform on board for like, just to celebrate creators and talent, period. And the best way I thought about that was through artists and just showcasing emerging and developing talent in London, because there's a lot of talent out there that's untapped into, especially like in the scene that we're in, you know. So just having a platform for them, and just sat down with Ira, and she was like, yo, like, Paolo's a dope DJ. And then I heard about the what's it called again, brother? The trap
The Chill Hop Trap
Chill
Soul
Hop Trap
playlist.
Soul playlist.
Yeah.
Even that itself is just crazy, you know what I mean? I got down, I was like, yeah, I need to hit him up, and we sat down, chopped it up, and we're here now, man, you know. And I just appreciate you for just being a part of Tribe and just like being one of the DJs that's just leading the way, bringing your flavor to it.
Yeah.
'Cause that's what it's about, you know, just bringing your own creative source, no matter if you're a DJ, whether you're an artist, producer, visual creative. So, yeah, man, I appreciate you for that, brother.
Yeah, man, I appreciate you, bro. Speaking of visual creative, so you've been doing this design thing for a minute. That's your profession, essentially. That's your outlet as a creative, isn't it? Your initial outlet.
Yeah, no, that is, man. Sometimes I wish I was an artist sometimes, you know, but it didn't work out that way, you know what I mean? But, or even a DJ, man, but you know, we move. But yeah, man, I'm a designer, I study design, and at the I mean, right now, especially with music, visuals is at the forefront, as well as music just as much, because even before you hear a track, you're most likely seeing some sort of visual on your socials or something, and you're interacting with that first visually, then you're hearing, you know, what's behind it. And I feel like design is just important, man. Whether you're a designer or not, just having an eye and a taste for it is important, man. You don't need to be able to pick up Photoshop or Illustrator to do some stuff. And
for real.
You just need to be able to know how to put some good content together.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting, because this whole like design in terms of in music, so this goes way back to like vinyls when there was no internet, and you would go to the vinyl shop and you would buy the vinyl, and then what would happen is you would kind of be drawn to the music by the artwork that's on the vinyl. That's like an initial kind of where it kind of I don't know if that's where it began, but that's definitely a big part of your decision, right, when you're 100%. Buying the music. So like even today, like I'm always, I don't know, I pay attention to how seriously people take their image when it comes to the music they're bringing out, or just how they carry themselves. That came from me being a photographer before. That's where I kind of had that kind of eye.
See, I didn't even know that.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that.
Yeah. So how do you see the world, like in terms of like the importance of the art that you drop, the visual art that you drop with your music? How important is it for any, and we're talking about each lane, a DJ, an artist, a musician, how important is it? How important is your image and how you carry yourself?
It's so important, man, because if you think about just like even coming off design for a hot minute, if you think about socials, like people actually get more engaged when they see an interesting social media page.
Yes.
So seeing an interesting social media page as a DJ, like what you're up to and what you're playing, the sessions that you're playing, the sets you're playing, and how you come across, your character coming across as a DJ, because that's important.
Yeah.
You know, and same thing as for an artist, like, you know, how you're branding yourself, how you're putting yourself out there, what story you're telling, visuals and stuff, like, you know, it's very, very important in today's world. And that's why I'm just grateful to be an actual designer, because you can work in different pockets, different industries, work with different people, but it's just essentially the same goal. How are you communicating yourself? Or communicating the message?
Do you reckon an artist or in this day and age, can you get away with like not caring that much about?
Nah, you can't get away with not caring, man. Because people will be like, even though like your stuff will be dope, people will be like, but your Instagram page is a bit they'll be like, you know, they'll be put off by a bit, and that might even change their mind to like not want to return onto the page again or something like that. And you don't want that. You want people to keep coming back like, yo, that page was dope, let me go back to that again and hear some more, or where they're playing at next, let me follow them, that sort of stuff, you know? And there's a couple people in London doing bits that are like, you know, doing really good content, like Control Shift, Bossy London, and just like a couple of other people on the scene as DJs that are doing really good bits, and even like the artists that are performing on the night at Tribe, like all their branding, everyone's got their branding on point. You know what I mean? Even like the DJs, they've got their whole characteristic, their whole vibe on point. The flavor that they bring, everyone's bringing it on point. So visual content is definitely key, and just design, but like just content in general and branding is so important.
Yeah, absolutely. So what kind of work would you actually do for an artist then, from a design perspective?
From a design perspective, it started off in like 2014. There was a group called PBGR in the music industry, and they were like up and coming at the time. And I just started off doing stuff like the logo, and then worked with a group of like creators to do the cover artwork, and then I just started doing websites, even though I didn't know how to do a website. And it's just basically artist marketing. So anything to do with visual creators for an artist, that's where it kind of started from. I was just designing, you know, the artwork covers and coming up with creative concepts for the music video and stuff. So
yeah,
and then like everything just kind of, although they were separate, like the video, the photography and design and creative direction, it kind of just seamlessly tied into one big thing, which was the branding and design, you know. So that's how it started, and that's basically how I continue to work with artists. So the artist market, so whether they got a release, helping them with their branding, their imaging, and that sort of stuff.
Who would you say right now is doing it really well, like design-wise, in terms of like any artists in the space or just any generally that are big? Who would you say is like really got their design, their like imaging and their branding on lock?
Do you know what? One that I've had just stuck in my head for a while is Solange.
Yeah.
And you just got to think about how, if you think about it, she's not as big as Beyonce.
No.
But yet when she drops visuals and when she drops, you know, her content and her releases, like everything's just so on point.
Yeah.
Down to like, just to give you an example of how like deep the stuff can go. Like if you look at her Spotify canvases for the different tracks, so when you're on Spotify listening to the track, you can see the canvas. She has a bespoke visual for each track that she shot separately and uploaded. And more time people don't think about stuff like that because there's no return of investment on it, but she's thought about it from a creative standpoint, like let me shoot all this content and seed it out and put it out onto different platforms and do different things with it, you know. So yeah, she's doing it really well. UK wise, Skepta, hard.
Yeah, for real. The last one, Ignorance is Bliss.
Yeah,
that was lit.
And do you know what? I've been following his manager a lot, Grace, because I've been following her for a while, but when I realised that she actually manages Skepta, she comes from a creative direction standpoint, kind of similar to design in a sense. And even when he done his colour session and it had the whole thermal thing, which matched with his album artwork cover, that's just like,
that was cold.
Do you know what I mean? Insane, you know, intelligent and stuff.
So what would you say to any up and coming artists who may not have their branding on point? What would you say to them? What steps would you give them, or what direction would you say you should start looking at?
I would say the same approach that I took with Tribe, just literally just go out there and try and find people who are on a similar wavelength, mentally, creatively, and just want to just create dope work, period, and get them on board with a vision and just work from there, man. Start slowly, start small, you know, one camera person, get your branding right, your image, get your style right, and then just start taking images, and then you start finding that people will start leaning towards what they like a lot more, and then just start doing more of that, and then build out slowly, man. Get the right person to do your artwork. Whoever you get to do your artwork cover, you know, just get them to think about like other stuff apart from the artwork cover, like how it would then feed into your social media and stuff like that, like, you know.
Yeah. So one thing I found quite interesting from, let's say from so I think it starts, this is where I think it starts, from the clothes you wear. I think that's where it starts.
No, we'll talk.
Because, so for me personally, like, I never used to wear colourful clothes. I used to always wear black or grey.
And your swag's dope, by the way.
Thank you.
Your swag's dope.
Yeah, and now I don't really wear those colours too tough unless it's just a calm situation or whatever. But so from wearing like just like I would wear like black Nike tracksuits, grey Nike tracksuits. This was back in like this was like when before Mandem were really allowed to express themselves. Let's be honest. Like. So then I was like, okay, cool. So then I started wearing like trainers. Like then I'd throw some colours in the trainers. And that just filtered all the way up to the rest of me.
Yeah.
And then when that started happening, I started thinking about colours. I started thinking about what goes with what. I started thinking about what pair of trainers drops well with these bottoms and whatever that basically expresses how I feel at that given point in time.
Yeah, it definitely starts with like style, man. That's so important because if you're not bringing like the visuals are going to be captured of you, so you're essentially the like object, the thing on the canvas. So you need to make sure you're presenting right, and you need to find your style. Like
you need to find it. Do you know how? Do you know what's so interesting about that? Because when you find it, and you can find it from clothes, you can find it from different things, I'm sure. I use
haircuts as well, the glasses you wear.
Yeah, do you know what it is? It's because every day you are putting clothes on that are going to express how you feel that day. So it's like you're practicing getting good at it, right? Like expressing how you feel visually. And then you can apply that to like other things, and then it can kind of come out.
Yeah, it comes out. Just to give you a typical example, if you look at Rona, for instance, who's going to be performing on the night.
Yeah.
She
Rona's
found
got the tats and all
yeah,
that.
she
She's
got her
the-
tats and she like got the latex and that sort of
Yeah.
style. You know what I mean? With the high boots.
High
and stuff.
boots, the black boots.
And like it goes with the tats and everything, but then when you hear her sound, it makes sense. Although you don't expect her to sing, when she does sing, it's more of a trappy vibe. So it's just like, okay, cool. So I can see the correlation between that. But then you start seeing it on her page, especially, and her artwork and the visuals that she releases, and you're like, wow, like she's really found her style and she's made it work for her. Nobody else can come and take that style of hers. Like, even though they can sing like her, branding wise, she'll be like a great package because she has it right in different aspects, you know.
Yeah.
And it's just so key. Like, even myself, like, even though I'm not an artist or DJ or whatnot, like, it's just about who you are, finding yourself as a character and as a person, and then finding what matches that, what complements that dress wise, because dressing is a form of expression, essentially. You know?
Exactly. No, I feel that, man. It's actually like, it's one of these things, like, there's so many layers and levels to it.
Trust
You know,
me, man.
you can look at someone, oh yeah, you look dope, then that person might have their whole being branded up. And I don't mean that in a contrived way. I just mean it's just all synchronized. It's all literally aligned. They've literally aligned the music with how they look, how they feel. It's an interesting thing, man.
No, for real, man.
Alright, so we're gonna go into another song, and then we're gonna come back and we're gonna talk a bit more around fatherhood.
Trust me.
Yeah, we're gonna get into that. So stay tuned. The Drops of Tabasco show with Paolo and K Thomas.
Yeah.
Move out the way, we got Missy Elliott coming through.
That is Missy Elliott. She eats a lot of weight. I heard she eat one crack a day.
Yo, move out the way, we got Missy Elliott coming through.
That is Missy Elliott. She eats a lot of weight. I heard she eat one crack a day. I heard the bitch was married to Tim. Started fucking with Trina. Well, I heard the bitch got hit by 3 zebras and a monkey. I can't stand the bitch no way.
When I walk up in the piece, I ain't got any speed. I'm a bad man, but goddamn it, motherfucker, you ain't got it like me. How you stunning these hoes? Need to talk what you know. Stop talking about who I'm sticking and licking, just mad it ain't shows. I know y'all pull, y'all broke. Y'all job just hanging out ghosts. Step to me, get burnt like toast. Motherfuckers, adios amigos. Toast, those. I don't brag, I mostly boast. From the VA to the LA coast. Here's it goes.
Once upon a time in Cali Park, where they live life fast and they scared of dark. There was a little nigga by the name of Creek. Nobody paid him any mind, no one gave a shit. No one need to rap, no one lift a hand. So he went about his business and devised a plan. Made a CD, then he hit the block. 50,000 sold, $7 a pop. Oh, the foe, 3 years later, stepped out the swamp with 10.5 gators. Now all around the world on the microphone, he leave the booth smelling like Burberry cologne. Still riding chrome, got bitches in the kitchen, never home alone. And he's on the grind, please let me know if he's on your mind. And respect you'll give it, ludicrous, I live loud like Timber. Had to clear these rumors, I got a headache and it's not a tumor. Get up on my lap, keep my head tucked tight.
Yo, yo, yo.
Yo.
Back on the airways is the Drops of Tabasco show. If you just tuned in, listening to your boy Paolo. In the house, we've got K Thomas. What you saying, my brother?
I'm easy, man. G, how you doing?
Yeah, we're dealing with all of the we're dealing with the technicals, but you know, we made it through. We can hear you now, bro. They can they can hear you now, bro. London can hear you. Yeah, man. So you're also a father.
Yeah, man, I am of a 6-year-old. His name's Elijah.
Little king. How's he doing?
He's good, man. He's good. You met him for the first day the other day as well.
I met him the other day. Yeah.
He's a bundle of joy.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, when he's not a bundle of joy, he's a bundle of joy. I know.
Listen, man, he's a boy, innit? So he's gonna be boisterous, you know. But it's good, man. He's very outgoing.
Yeah.
Trying to get him into the creative stuff as well, you know.
Yeah.
We were talking about that as well.
Oh, for real? What are you trying to get him into? Are you just like leaving stuff around the house? Like you might leave a camera around. You might leave.
You know
like,
what? He started picking it up himself. Like I remember I went to a dentist appointment with him, and I had a camera just to kind of document it. And he took the camera off me, and started taking pictures, and I was like, okay. Got him a film camera.
Yeah.
He's got his little Instagram page going on. I take him to galleries and stuff like that. You know.
You know what's interesting about the Instagram thing, right? In terms of like young kids, now this is like a debate, isn't it? Like I know that a lot of mums are not necessarily happy with seeing their kid on social media. Like my son's mum's not happy. She doesn't like it when I do it. I still do it though. Now the way I see it is different from the way a lot of people might see it. But what is your stance on kids having like socials?
Do you know what? His socials, when you actually go in, it's more from a strictly creative standpoint. So it's of his pictures that he takes on his cameras. So I'm a lot more comfortable in that sense. But I don't think I would ever be comfortable with him having an Instagram page now and having a load of his like pictures on there and stuff. You know what I mean? You just never know, man. I mean, even like look what happened to, totally different, but like look what happened to Pop Smoke. You know what I mean? Like he was just putting up a picture of him just chilling, location and stuff. You know, it's important in that sense, you know, location and stuff. So you got to be careful, definitely. But I think if you control it in a proper way, it's cool.
What do you think about? So the way I see it, like 2020 and beyond, like the world has completely changed. Like
100%.
Followers are like golden nuggets now. Like they're worth its value now. Like there's actually value in having your followers up, and it's basically like your own tribe, like no pun intended. It's like your own kingdom of people that you can address and so on and so forth. Now with having, let's say for instance your son becomes really talented at, let's say, photography or whatever it is, would you push it that he gets on this early and gets on the ball early with like socials? And because what he'll be doing from his young age is he'll start his kingdom from early, isn't it? And it's like almost like a dynasty of...
Yeah, definitely, man. If it was for the right reasons, I'll definitely help nurture it. And if it gets to the point where he's not interested, I'll be like, okay, cool. You know, we tried it. It was good while it lasted, but like, I'll definitely help him nurture it. Because just the opportunity for him, you know, opportunities that we probably didn't get when we was growing up. Especially I remember in year 6 using the internet. You know what I mean? Like, maybe it wasn't not year 6, year 3. You know what I mean? Just going on like the old Microsoft, the big ass boxy ones. But like,
and you know what's interesting about that? Because back in the day, if you were a class clown, your teachers are telling you you're never gonna do anything. You're gonna work at McDonald's. You're gonna be doing all this. You're gonna be doing all that.
The internet came along, bro.
Do you know what I'm saying? Now the class clown can jump on YouTube and run the whole.
Trust me, man. Comedians, sketches, and all sorts.
Like,
you know?
Being a class clown is a talent now.
Listen, anything could be a talent as long as you channel it right on social media the right way. You know.
Yeah, man. So how are you managing the balance of work, events, creativity, fatherhood? I don't think anyone who is not a father or a parent they have no idea what it's like to balance all of these things. How are you managing?
You know, first and foremost, it's just about the relationship I have with, you know, the co-parenting relationship I have with his mum.
That's so important.
That's so important, man.
So
and I feel like just as like young men from London, we don't talk about that stuff a lot. And, you know, it's kind of like not a thing, but it's just more like, you know, more time, that relationship ain't right, but you need to make that right first and foremost. And that's what I've done. And then from there, like, we've got a routine we have, you know, where I have him like often, you know, I see him every week. And, you know, half terms I have him all the time as well. So I plan on my year, like I know I have him X time during the half term, so I make time around that to spend a lot more time with him. You know, I'm always there for his appointments and stuff like that. It's important to like schedule that in and just plan everything around that first and foremost, and then everything else comes after that, man. You know, work is obviously 9 to 5, so that's obviously strictly what I need to do. If I need to take time off, I'll take time off to go do what I need to do for little man, and then then it's just the creative. It's just it's a part of me. So when, you know, work's ticked off and little man's ticked off, the rest of the time it's just work. You know, just design, the events, just getting that sorted. In the evening times, more time, and it's a hustle, you know. But it's something I enjoy doing, and the tribe thing, like, you know, it's just started off just taking off the ground, and like it just keeps going, and you just balance all those areas out. And once you've kind of mapped out things, it's just about getting the right people, you know, the right team of people, you know, to DJs and artists. Everyone just does their own thing, brings that onto the table, and you just balance it out that way. It's kind of, you got to just stay on top of it, you know.
Bro, you got your shit together, like, it's together, isn't it? It's like, it's that. Very together,
like that, man. But like,
because you know, not everyone's got their shit together like that,
man.
I tell you the difference between choosing the right, like having the right relationship with the mother of your child is the difference between happiness and sadness. Permanently.
For real.
Like, I see certain guys, they don't smile anymore.
No, for real.
They don't.
For real.
You know?
Because that's what you're thinking about. That's on the front of your mind, so you don't even have time to think about
it's because the relationship is so important and it's forever. Like, there's no one, it's forever. So like, it's got to be, it's so key.
Do you know what it's for? Like, it's for both parties to think about as well. You know, obviously, man, them guys, we got to step up and lead the way, and obviously find a avenue to start that conversation, that relationship. But then also it's for the ladies to have an open mind to kind of take it and be like, okay, cool, how can we work this out? You know what I mean? And from there, it's cool, and that's when you're, you know, together or not. You know what I mean? Like, obviously, for those individuals who are together, it's a lot easier because you guys are balancing things out, and
for real,
it's all good.
Yeah, man. So,
but you're dad as well, man. You know, so you got to talk about that as well, man. How do you balance it out? Because you're here on a radio station. And
again, it's I think it's just communication between myself and my son's mum, and just being able to be there as much as I can. Because there's going to be times when I may not be around for a bit, but whenever I do have free time, just trying to be there, consciously just be there as much as possible, not miss too much. Because I can get very carried away, because I just never have any time. So whenever I do have time, it's like, okay, cool, let me go check, let me see how they're doing, let me go over there. That's basically it. It's like finding those pockets and just being there as much as possible. It's not easy though. It's not easy. The rest is communication. It's managing like communication and expectations. Because if someone doesn't understand why you're busy, they'll stop taking your I'm busy seriously. They'll just be like, whatever. You know what I mean? So you've got to communicate like why you're busy and how things are going. And,
it's all about transparency as well.
You know, just have people that understand the journey or whatever it is you're doing, so that, you know, things aren't that difficult, or things can be a bit more amicable, should I say.
Definitely.
So what do you want, like, in terms of, this is something I don't think about that much, but I don't know, because everyone's different. So in terms of your son's growth and development, watching it is beautiful. It's one of the, it's probably the best part, isn't it? It's like just watching them grow and become their own person is beautiful. Do you have visions or ideals about what you want your son to do in the future? Do you have any kind of feeling or thoughts around what you want him to be? Would you want to push him in a direction, or do you want to foster some kind of the things he starts getting interested in? Do you want to foster what he's learning, or foster the growth, or how do you see your son's future, and how do you feel about it, and how do you approach it?
Do you know what's mad? Like, I've always said, obviously, like, doing what you love doing, you always want to read that, oh yeah, I want my kid to do this and feel the same love of the thing that I do. And like, there was that, but then I kind of just stood back and observed, man. Like, I've always, from the day he was born, I just always observe him, and you start picking up like what they like, what they don't like, and what they're interested in. And just naturally he just started getting drawn to this creative thing, man. And just like, even like sometimes I'll take him to like studios, because I've got friends who like go to studio, and like he'll catch on to like a melody or a tone, and he'll hum it at the same time. And it's being repeated. It's nuts, you know what I mean? And like kids are like very, very creative, and I feel like it's important for us to allow them to keep and harness that creativity side, even if they don't use it actively. But I just definitely want him to be able to tap into his creative side, whether he uses it or not in the future. It's always going to be a tool for him there to use, because it tends to kick in, and you kind of like don't realize, because it's not like, you know, at the forefront of academic studies and stuff. Like you just think, oh yeah, it's just being creative, but like actually, like the way your brain works and receives information and dissects it and stuff, like it makes a big difference to how you see and do things. So I just wanted to be able to keep those creative skills, the photography that is into, and even stuff like buildings and stuff, like proper architectural buildings he would like take notes of and stuff like that. Like I just wanted to always have that open mind and be able to express himself, you know, because man. And another thing as well, you know, like, well, they say he's been diagnosed with ADHD, but for me, I'm not even worried about that, you know what I mean? I just know that just ensured me that he's definitely going to be creative, because his forms of expression is a lot more like active and him doing things, you know what I mean? So and it helps him like express himself. So, you know, like for those parents out there that are worried about that sort of stuff, it's just about just getting them into how they learn and play best and express themselves best the most. And just allow that to keep to stay with them. Yeah.
What would you say is the most challenging thing?
Man,
maybe not of fatherhood as a whole, but maybe just one that what pops into your mind because it's challenging.
Just I wouldn't say managing the growth, but parenting them. Like you learn every day you just learn, because they grow every day and they change every day, and you have to adapt to make sure you have to even be 10 steps ahead to foresee, you know, how to deal with certain situations and how to deal with different instances. Like for instance, I'll give an example, like you start seeing the character that they've taken from you come out a lot more, and then you start kind of self-reflecting as well, and then you're like, okay, cool, I need to fix this within myself, but then I need to be able to talk to him or you know, nurture him in a way where he can manage how he is as a person as well. And that is quite challenging, because like it's always going to be a new territory you're stepping into to deal with it and to help them nurture and grow as a human, you know.
No, for real, bro. No, I appreciate you coming down, bro.
No, bro, listen, man, it's a pleasure all the time. And
thank you for coming down. We've got 8 minutes left of the show. We're going to talk a little bit more about the tribe. Let them know one more time what they're saying. So tell us more about the Tribe event next Friday. Let us know how that one's coming down.
So Tribe next week Friday, or this coming Friday should I say, 28th of February at the Ministry. Starts at 7 p.m. Don't be late. We're going to have a showcase, and then the showcase is going to turn into a party. And you can find the event on Dice. So just type in Tribe Live on Dice. And our Instagram is tribe.wearetribe on Instagram. And you can find a link to the ticket there as well. It's a free event, by the way, everyone. It's all free. Come through, free entry, tell a friend, invite your friends, especially if you're like a music lover, you ain't got nothing to do on a Friday. Because I know most times Friday, you know, after work, people just want to go home, chill, but looking for a motive. But this is the motive, definitely. This is the motive. The space is beautiful as well. It's nice, and you don't want to miss it. It's going to be a good vibe.
One thing that you keep consistent with is the spaces in which these things happen in. And keep consistent with that, my brother. Because I like all these fancy places you're bringing me to.
Like literally, I say it all the time, man. Like, thinking creatively through and throughout for the whole thing, even down to the space and the type of music being played, and just how the night is set. Like, it's all needs to be thought through, and it's important. It creates the vibe of the night, you know.
That's that right there. Just even the spaces that you use can go to one hell of a level.
Definitely.
Just designing or curating spots. That is dope.
We got a little surprise for them in the night as well. I'm not gonna say what it is, but it's just gonna blow everyone's mind, and everyone's just gonna love it. You know what I mean? It's like I said, there's a showcase, and obviously there's a party as well. But there's a couple more bits to it. It gets creative as well. You know?
I hear you. All right, K Thomas in the building. Very grateful to have you here.
Appreciate it, bro.
Very grateful that you're even in my life, full stop, my brother.
Vice versa, bro.
That's from the heart, I tell you. I'm happy you are here.
Bro, listen, man, let's make it happen.
Yeah. So we're going to get to one more song, then we're going to wrap up the show. Very grateful for people like Kay. Kay is the kind of person who puts people together. And those people then are enabled. They're able to do their art. They're able to do whatever it is they do even better. They're able to harness their passion even more because they're working with other passionate people. And when passionate people come together and combine and work together, amazing shit happens. That's just how it goes down. Yeah? That's how it happens. So thank you, Kay, for coming down and being a guest on the show.
Appreciate it, bro. Thank you for having me, man. Let's do this again. We need to get a yak next time as well.
Yeah, we do. We're having a little vibe, wasn't it?
A little vibe. It was vibing earlier, but
yeah, we need some Henny. You know what I mean? Whoever it was that left the Supermalt in the fridge, whichever DJ that was, I appreciate you. I drank it. So, moving on, we're gonna get into one more song, then we're gonna wrap up the show, and then we'll see you next Sunday, each and every Sunday, 9 p.m. to 11 p.m. iLive Radio, changing the way you listen to radio, and we really mean that. So we're gonna move on with this one, and we'll see you next time. Peace.
Summer of love.